I bought some books, so I have a book haul today. I don't even know how many books are here, but we went to 4 different bookstores while we were away. So this is kind of a combination of all the books. Hi, my name is Jeanette, and I want to thank you for joining me on the channel Jane Reads. So today I have a book haul to share. We went to the Bible Store Outlet in Myrtle Beach. We actually went there twice. And then we went to McKay's in Knoxville, and wow, it's huge. I had said an hour maximum because we had to get on the road to head to our next destination, and I was out of there within 45 minutes. And Andrew was not bored, which he thought, oh great, what am I going to look at here? But there was CDs, there was DVDs, there was games, like there was a ton of stuff. And Andrew actually walked away with a CD, so he found something for himself. Then we went to Half Price Books in Lexington and a Half Price Books in Cincinnati. So I want to say it's a pretty good haul. I actually don't know the total number here. I just stuffed them all in this bag. So let's take a look at what we got. So the first book is from Half Price Books, and it's Hearts of Steel by Elizabeth Camden. This is book 3 of the Blackstone Legacy series, and I own book 1, and I was so shocked to see this one there because it just released this year. So to find it in a used bookstore was amazing. So now I just need book 2, and I have the complete series, which I can read. Okay, then the next book was also from Half Price Books, and this is The Gathering Table by Katherine Springer. This is the same author of The Dandelion Field, which I read quite a few years ago and absolutely loved. So, and I've had this one on my wish list for a while, so when I saw it, let's pick it up. And there is an acknowledgement on the front that says, A Feast of a Small Town Charm and Characters Who Feel Like Dear Friends by Liz Johnson. And I really enjoy Liz Johnson, so she's praising this book, so let's give it a go. And it just says, so this one is set in Wisconsin, and it said, it is a postcard pretty, but for chef Jessica Keaton, it's also a last resort. Fired from her dream job, Jess is starting over as a live-in cook and housekeeper. When she arrives, she finds her new employer is in rehab after having a stroke, and Jess expects she'll be all alone in Elaine Havalad's quaint house, a chef with no one to cook for. But instead, she encounters a constant stream of colorful visitors who draw her back into the world. As Jess contends with local teenagers, a group of scrappy women, and a charming football coach, I didn't read the back apparently. Football, that's funny. Elaine faces some battles of her own that extend past her physical challenges. For both of them, all the ingredients for a fulfilling life are within reach if they're willing to take a leap. And maybe Jess will start to see that it's not just what's on the table that matters, it's the people gathered around it. So, and this cover is like perfect for fall, right? Like, just gorgeous. Okay, then this one, this is one, I didn't realize there's a receipt in here, that's funny. Okay, this one I found at McKay's, and it is The Heart's Appeal by Jennifer Delamere. And this is book 2 of London Beginnings, and I have books 1 and 3, so this will complete a series for me. Then also at McKay's, I picked up Stories That Bind Us by Susie Finkbeiner. I have heard really good things about this author. I've never read her, and this one was only $3.50, so I was like, okay, let's give it a try. Then, I was so excited to find this one. Critical Threat by Lynette Eason. This is book 3 of the Extreme Measures series, and I have books 1, 2, and 4. So this was the one that I was missing. So I was like, oh, awesome. And it's in really good condition. I've also found this one at McKay's. So yeah, that series is now complete. I have read this book, but I really enjoyed this series, and I really like Lynette Eason, so it was like, let's complete the set. And, okay, also at Half Price Books, I found Alaska Twilight by Colleen Coble. I'm pretty sure this is a standalone. book, sorry for the reflection. And I really enjoyed some of Colleen's books that I've read before, and this one just sounded really interesting. And it says, for some people, Alaska is a breathtaking wilderness adventure, full of light and beauty. For Haley, it is a dangerous world of dark dreams and tortured memories. On the surface, she's here to document wildlife activist Kip Nowak's bear encounters, but her real reason is to unearth the truth about a past murder. From behind the viewfinder of her camera, Haley observes it all, including Tank Lassiter, the bear biologist who has been forced to lead Kip and his team into the Alaskan backcountry. As she watches him with his work, she feels a growing attraction. It will take great courage to confront the truth she once ran away from. Will she have the faith to move beyond the role of observer and embrace life and love? So this is a romantic suspense, and again, gorgeous cover. Yeah, so this is the Northern Lights on here, like just gorgeous cover. Okay, the next one is The Bridge by Karen Kingsbury. Yes, I finally picked it up. I have seen this movie. And Karen Kingsbury is one of my best friend's favorite authors. And I've seen the movie, and it was like, I really liked the movie, but then it turned out to be a 2-part movie, and I'd only seen the first part, so it ended, and it was like, wait, what? What? It was like, that's it. I'm never reading Karen Kingsbury. Never. Can't do it. And I mean, it's not her fault. I did eventually see part 2 of the movie, and, all's fine. And I have read a Karen Kingsbury book because I read A Distant Shore at the very beginning of this year. But during Bookmas, one of the books that my friend gave me the first chapter to read and kind of guess what the book was this book. And I had no idea what the book was. And because of that, I said, yes, I will eventually read the book. Well, I don't own the book. Now I own the book. So I guess, and it's like a very Christmassy cover, right? So December I should read this book maybe? Or does it just sit on my shelves for a while? We'll find out what happens. Okay, the rest of the books I all got from the Bible store outlets in Myrtle Beach. We went to the store twice because I picked up some books the first time we went, and then there were some other books that I was really debating about. So we were still in the area, so we went back a couple days later. No, a day later. No, 2 days later. I don't know. And all these books were $5 each for brand new books. And the proceeds from the Bible outlet store go to OM Missions. And so, like, it's a charity, right? And I was like, okay, well, I gotta, right? Let's support them. So the first book... Well, okay, these are the books I picked up on my second visit there. Is Concrete Evidence by Diane Mills. I have really enjoyed Diane Mills in the past, and this one is a fairly new release, I think 2022. Yes, 2022. So it is a romantic suspense, and it says, a faulty construction job, the discovery of a dead body, a sinister plot. And it is set in Texas. So, with FBI agents. That's all I'm going to say for now, because I don't want to know too much going into it. Okay, then I picked up All Right Here by Carrie Armstrong Gardner. This is a Darling Family novel. I think this is book 2. Oh, it actually doesn't say on the spine. But I own the companion of this book. Maybe this is book 1. I just saw the first sentence and was like, huh. So the first sentence is, Nick was going to hate his birthday gift. So it's part of a duology. I don't know if this is book 1 or book 2, but I own the companion. So I either own book 1, I don't know. I don't remember offhand. I saw it there and then I was like, I'm pretty sure that's the one I'm missing. But when we were in the hotel and when I had Wi-Fi, I could look it up and figure out. So then this is one of the ones we went back for. Okay, the next one is Relative Silence by Carrie Stewart Parks. I've had Carrie Stewart Parks on my new authors to try list for a couple years now. I actually did a video very beginning of my channel, so last year, about new authors I want to try, and she was one of the ones on the list, but I don't own any books by her, so I have not read her yet. And then I saw Wandering with Stacy read a couple of her books, and this was the one that she recommended. So when I saw it, I was like, okay, let's give this one a try. So it is a romantic suspense from what I understand, and it says, a powerful family with dark secrets, a forensic artist with his own haunting past. The truth will determine whether she lives or dies. And Colleen Coble says, one of the most engrossing suspense novels I've read in a long time. Pitch perfect pacing and characterization, along with Park's knowledgeable hand of with forensics, kept me on the edge of my seat. And again, I really like this cover, so. Okay. Then I picked up Rules of Murder by Juliana Deering. I have not read this author before either, but this one is book. Why do they not have the numbers on the side? This one is part of a series. I feel like this is book one. Yes, this is book one of the series, and I do own 4 other books of the series, and it is a 6-book series, so I am just missing 1 book to complete the series. And I will have to look and see which number I am missing, because at some point I need to read the series. My mother has read the series, and that's why I own some of the books from her. So she really enjoyed it, and it, from what I understand, it's set in England, I think. Yes. So the back says, introducing Drew Farthington. From the tip of his black Homburg to the crease in his Chevrolet trousers, he's the epitome of a stylish 1930s English gentleman. His only problem? The body he just discovered. So it's a historical mystery set in England, from what I understand. So hopefully I like it. I really like Agatha Christie and stuff that are historical set in England, so hopefully I like this series. Okay, and yes. The last 3 books I got are part of a series. And let's start with book number 1. Would be probably the best place to start. Again, they don't have numbers on it. What is with this? I have a complaint. When you're a series, I want book numbers on the side of the book. And of course, even the inside doesn't tell me. I'm pretty sure this is book 1. I'm pretty sure. I'm looking at the published dates. Okay, yes. Okay. So, book number 1 is The Saturday Night Supper Club by Carla Lorando. Book number 2 is Brunch at Bittersweet Cafe by Carla Lorando. And book number 3 is Solid Grounds Coffee Company by Carla Lorando. So, this is a series. I have read books 1 and book 2, but I have not read book 3. And they were $5 each. So I couldn't just get book 3, right? I had to get the set because obviously I'm going to reread books 1 and 2 before I start book 3, because that's the way my mind works. And I did really enjoy them, and Carla Lorando is the author of one of my favorite books, 5 Days in Sky. And so these are the 3. And I mean, coffee. I had to get this one for sure, right? So yes, so those are all the books that I picked up. So let's see, how many are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 books. Can I actually pick them up? And you're going to get them upside down because that's the way they're stacked. So, 14 books to add to my shelves. Hopefully we'll get to within the next year. So that is my book haul for today. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch. And have you read any of these books, particularly the ones I have not read? Which one should I start with first? Let's chat in the comments below. Have a good day.